Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Please make sure you watch till the end to see the sources and try to verify this news for yourself. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any updates that matter to South Africans. Today, we are talking about something that has sparked a lot of conversations across the country. President Cyril Ramaphosa has finally broken his silence and admitted that corruption has spread into almost every corner of South Africa. His remarks have sent waves across political circles, government institutions, and the general public, as many feel that this statement is both a rare show of honesty and a deep reflection of the frustration citizens have been feeling for years. During a recent public appearance, the president said that corruption has become so entrenched that it is no longer confined to government departments. He pointed out that the private sector, public services, and even community-level operations have been affected. Many South Africans weren't surprised by his words. In fact, some people say the only surprising part is that he said it out loud. The president reportedly emphasized that his administration is still committed to fighting corruption, but he also admitted that it will take a lot of effort, reform, and discipline to turn things around. He called for stronger accountability and urged all levels of government to clean up their systems. But critics argue that similar promises have been made before, yet the country continues to see scandals, mismanagement, and funds disappearing without consequences. Ordinary South Africans have been expressing their thoughts on social media. Some feel that the president is finally acknowledging what people experience daily: poor service delivery, inflated tenders, and officials living lavishly while communities struggle. Others, however, question whether words will be followed by action. One user wrote that South Africans are tired of hearing speeches about corruption. They want to see arrests and recoveries of stolen money. Corruption in South Africa has indeed become a long-standing issue that affects almost every sector. From state-owned enterprises to municipalities, health departments, and education, the ripple effect of corruption has drained billions of rand from public funds. Economists say this not only weakens the economy but also creates deep inequality, as money meant for basic needs often ends up in the wrong hands. Some political analysts believe that Ramaphosa's statement might be a strategic move ahead of political shifts, especially as citizens grow increasingly impatient with poor governance and broken promises. Others say it could be a genuine attempt to reset the government's image and bring renewed focus to anti-corruption efforts. In recent years, we've seen the launch of several commissions and investigations into corruption, the Zondo Commission being one of the most prominent. It revealed shocking details about how deeply corruption has affected institutions that were once trusted. Despite all the revelations, many South Africans feel that justice has been slow. People are asking, where are the consequences? Where are the big names being held accountable? The president also mentioned the need to rebuild trust in government and to ensure that citizens can believe in the justice system again. But rebuilding trust won't be easy. South Africans have witnessed far too many empty promises and delayed prosecutions. The gap between what is said and what is done continues to grow wider, leaving many feeling hopeless. However, there's also a small group of people who believe this admission might be a good step forward. They argue that recognizing the depth of the problem is necessary before real change can begin. They say that by openly talking about corruption, the president might be preparing the public for a more aggressive cleanup campaign, one that could target even people close to him. Still, some South Africans say that this speech came too late. They point out that corruption has already cost the country thousands of jobs, unstable power supply, poor infrastructure, and a struggling economy. The youth, in particular, feel frustrated, saying their future has been stolen by people who misuse public funds for personal gain. Community leaders and civic organizations are also calling for unity among South Africans to hold leaders accountable. They say corruption is not just a government problem, it's a national crisis that needs everyone to take responsibility. From refusing bribes to reporting wrongdoing, they believe the fight against corruption must start from the ground up. In townships and rural areas, people say they no longer trust any public project announcement without proof of completion. As one resident put it, a new road is promised every election season, but only a few meters get built before the funds disappear. Another person said that corruption has become so normal that even reporting it feels pointless because nothing happens. Economists and watchdogs have urged the president to back his words with real action. They've suggested new transparency laws, better monitoring of tenders, and faster prosecution of corruption cases. They've also said the public needs to see the government take strong stands against anyone found guilty, regardless of position or influence. South Africa remains one of the most promising nations in Africa, but corruption continues to slow down progress. If the country can overcome this problem, many believe it could unlock new opportunities for investment, job creation, and fair economic growth. The question now is whether the president's words will lead to change or fade away like many promises before. So, South Africans are watching closely. They are hoping that this time, things will be different, that the leaders will act, that justice will be served, and that the country will begin to rebuild the trust it has lost. Because at the end of the day, no amount of speeches can replace the need for action. And maybe, just maybe, we can all agree that if corruption had a face, it would probably be ducking every time someone says accountability. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video if you found it informative. It helps the channel grow and ensures that more people get access to verified and factual updates from across South Africa. All images used in this video are for illustration purposes only. Sources: News 24, SABC News, Times Live, Eyewitness News.